Disclaimer: Chronically Illing Out is a podcast and weekly roundtable discussion that provides a safe space for real chronic illness and mental health conversations by people with lived experience. We are not trained professionals and we do not claim to be. Rather, we discuss our stories and current events to build community and solidarity. Know that you are not alone, and if you are in crisis, call or text 988. Good morning, everyone. Oh, the screen switched. Interesting. That's awesome. We're playing screen roulette over here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome as you start coming on in for today's Chronically Illing Out. I'm Nick Paro. This is Sick of This Shit Publications, and I'm joined today by my friends. Before we get to our special guest for today, I'm joined by my friend Soso. Good morning, Soso. Doc Steph. Good morning, Steph. And Beth Cruz. Good morning, Beth. How are you?
Good morning. It's a great Monday.
Good. It is. It's going to be a great week. And today we're joined for our cross-border community discussion as we continue doing cross-border, because we have our emotional support Canadian with us at all times, is we have another friend with us, Jay Porter, who's a friend of our community. Someone you've been in the chat a lot with us, Jay. You've been following along with us, and it's really good to have you. Do you mind introducing yourself and maybe talking a little bit about one of your chronic illnesses before we get into any conversation today?
Sure. I'm Jay. People have probably seen me around. I'm in lives a lot. I love the community that is created by Substack. I have fibromyalgia and CFS. I also have chronic migraines. There is probably a laundry list of other diagnoses that I could say, but for right now, that is what I'm going to share. I am very excited to be here today. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning, ladies. Any first questions before I jump in with anything today? I'll hand it off. I'm okay with just sitting back for a minute.
Question, Jay, when would you mind sharing when you were first diagnosed with any of your illnesses?
Sure. I would say that the first diagnosis was probably about 11 years ago with this round of things. I have actually had fibromyalgia my whole life, though, and chronic migraines since at least 7. It was just a long road getting to the problems, or, in my life, like corresponding to something that wasn't behavioral, I guess, as a child.
Well, that's a lot. And you may know that Stephanie, Doc Steph here, suffers from the chronic migraines. You've probably seen in the chat. So I thought maybe you guys would have a lot in common to chat about. Have you found anything that relieves that?
I have Botox shots every 3 months. It's the only thing that's worked. It is it keeps me hanging on by a thread. I have optic nerve damage in my left eye. And so I don't have a migraine, which is hard for people to understand because I do function. And my daughter just turned 19, but when I was raising her, I was a single parent under interesting circumstances. And I just pushed through a lot. So I'm finding these last few years, it's all kind of come crashing down. So and like trying to get comfortable with that and own that, all that kind of stuff has been a journey. And but the headaches, they've tried lots of things. But if you have the occipital neuralgia kind of symptoms, you will know that it's not something that they know what to do with at this point.
But there's more that they haven't told you, actually.
Yeah.
So I tried Botox 15 years ago. It didn't work. And, you know, they've been trying to get me to do it ever since. I was like, come on, guys, this didn't work. I did 6 rounds. Da, da, da. So finally, so I have a migraine every day. Once every couple days, once like every week, I don't have one, which is amazing. But there is a very, very, very expensive infusion that they will prescribe to people who have tried everything else. That I didn't know until, I guess, I don't know, 6 months ago when I started it. It's called Vyepti, and that's done through medical. It's like 10 grand. So, yeah. So if your insurance doesn't cover it, they may never even tell you about it because it's so far out of the realm. And I got convinced to do Botox again, because in combination it might work better. I know, right? Like they only have so many answers, and I've been doing the chronic thing since at least 20 years. Often they get to, well, we don't know how to make you feel better, so clearly you need to lose weight.
Yep.
Right?
Isn't that the answer for everything, right?
That's
Right? Just lose some weight.
Yeah.
You'll feel so much
Ah.
better.
Or my
bad.
favorite, especially with chronic fatigue, on top of things, is
Just go exercise.
yeah, go exercise. Just you need to get up and move. And I'm always like, yes, I would love that. I was a dancer,
Mm-hmm.
like I would love to move.
Oh,
Yeah. But walking up the
Mhm.
stairs is my entire day's energy. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am with you. I had much worse chronic fatigue until weirdly I had weight loss surgery. Well, it's not weird that I had weight loss surgery in 2019, but like moments after I had that surgery, my energy came back to not perfect. I mean, I still I could barely move today because I've been packing my kid and scrubbing floors and all of that stuff, but it's not like before where walking up the stairs was like the hardest thing I could do every day. So there's help for that, but as far as I can tell, that's kind of luck. I'm not sure that they've got any. I mean, there's obviously something that changed in my microbiome
Right.
that changed it,
Yeah.
but I don't think they have any idea what.
Interesting.
Yes, for all
Interesting.
science and everything, they really kind of don't know a lot about human bodies, do they?
No, they really
Especially
don't. Well,
women's bodies.
especially women's bodies. Exactly.
Mhm.
I think we're going to discover a lot with the GLP-1s.
To jump in, being on
Yeah.
a GLP-1, I am down as of this weekend 40 pounds.
All right.
Wow.
So I'm celebrating that. But I have noticed with the GLP-1, something has changed with my fibromyalgia. Now, why that has shifted, something is triggering my psoriatic arthritis. So finding out what is what will be really tricky.
Yeah.
But grateful that I'm having a little better movement this week than last.
That's really great.
Yeah, last week you were in the bad. Clear.
When we met our neighbors downstairs, I said, if you've heard me, I'm really sorry. And he goes, we actually heard you screaming. And he said, we were worried you were in a medical emergency. I said, I went to the hospital. But yeah, that was the first, having a flare in my ankle that swelled at my ankle. And then when it was also in my spine, which was, I've never had that level of pain since I had birthed a child without meds. So yeah,
Ouch.
I feel great. So today it's great. I feel good. Prednisone is a hell of a drug.
Unless you're me, and then it just makes you feel like you have the flu.
There you go. There you go.
But I'm glad it works for you. The GLP-1s, I don't think it's about weight loss. I think it changes your microbiome and it changes the hormones and the messaging apparatus in your body. So your brain and your body communications is different. So I don't think it's the weight loss that does things. I think it's the change in the communications between I'm sorry. So like, I think that's the thing that people are getting wrong about GLP-1s is that, okay, our normal, most of us don't get on a GLP-1 if we have 5 pounds to lose. Like, it's just not a thing.
It's not necessary.
It's not, no, it's not
No,
necessary.
my weight, I'll be transparent. My weight had went to the highest. I was 288 and was suffering because of my joints, especially. And it was just becoming this vicious circle of, oh, you need to move, but I can't move because I'm in chronic pain. Jay, all of you understand this. And it's just, well, you just walk more. I really need you to walk. I would love to fucking do that, right? I mean, I'd like
It's
to
like
do that.
asking someone who has a crutch, go on a 3 kilometers walk and get better, I mean,
But it just kept more prednisone, more weight gain, more prednisone. It just kept going. And so the GLP-1 wasn't I need to beautify myself. It was I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And so I feel like this year I've taken control and I'm just trying to physically and mentally do better and be better.
That's amazing. That's really amazing.
So Jay, you talked about like chronic migraines and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
They hooked me up. They did all of the things. And so from there, I had to go through this whole journey of what is it, what isn't it. And I, after a couple of years, realized that the answer wasn't necessarily going to be 100% medicine, and it wasn't going to 100% be cured or whatever most people think of illness. So I try to live a less stressful life. I keep I try to keep my food pretty clean. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do McDonald's and stuff like that every once in a while, but like I try to be Whole Foods and things like that. But I also went and last year got these really fancy lenses in my glasses. They map I probably am going to butcher what they actually do. Sorry, but like no matter where my eyes look, it's a different prism because I have muslin dogs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you pay like a super ton
Yes.
for them,
Yes.
but I did notice quite a difference in
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't say duration, but maybe severity. It was like the trigger wasn't necessarily there for the really catastrophic ones. So that was something that I really did. That really helped with things.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I generally deal with it is a lot of isolation. I mean, I know that may not be the healthiest thing, but
Same.
just kind of protecting my energy.
Pacing is so important.
Spoons? You protect your spoons?
Yeah, protecting my spoons.
Isn't it lovely when your family just or anyone just doesn't understand the concept and they're like, why can't I can do something all day, every day. Why can't you?
Yes.
Like,
well, also,
Mm-hmm.
you could do things or you can do things, but then you can't. And so,
Mm-hmm.
depending on who you're talking to, sometimes they can also get offended as if you're choosing not to do one thing over the other. I know
That's true, eh? Because
yeah,
you're kind of, well, yes, you are prioritizing what your
Yes.
priorities, right? And then
Yep.
if it's not their priorities, then oh my God, yeah, I can just imagine. I've been
Mhm.
lucky with my family, I think, because it's most me who feels guilty all the time,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's yeah, more with people who are kind of like close, but not like right away, like immediate family members or friends. I would say not close friends, like I don't know the word, but people that you might see once in a while, but that are not very close. Then they might not, yeah, if they could, maybe they don't tell you, right? But they don't necessarily think you are prioritizing them. So
Right.
and then you have to, I don't know if you guys do that, but you end up like justifying yourself almost, like, well, I had to do this, I had to do that, da 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 da, like.
Yeah. And they don't get it because like I remember, I guess it was probably 10 years ago that I had gone to across the country to California to see my dad. And it was my kid's birthday, like his 8th birthday or something. And it was right around Christmas. And I knew, and this was like the worst of the chronic fatigue period. And I knew that I had enough energy for one day.
Yeah.
And my kid's birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So like there was some Christmas thing, and we're Jewish. So like I couldn't give a shit, but they did. That my stepbrother, who's a chef, had made this big goose, and like there was this huge party. And I was like, I can't go. I won't go to that because then I won't be able to do. And they had no idea. They were just like, what? Like, what is wrong with you? But I really don't want to know what's wrong with you because I'd rather, just criticize.
Yes.
Wow. And too, I think people may not understand, like when you schedule things like, oh, you want to do this in 2 weeks? Let's meet at 1:00. And you're like, yes, let's do it. And you wake up that day and you have every intention of doing what you planned on doing. And a lot of times the people, your friends, your family, they don't understand because physically you may not have swelling that day or look sick or whatever, but your body is screaming internally and you can't. So that's a hard one. Is most of my friends understand, but there are people that just don't. Walk it out. You need to move more, right?
Throw some dirt on it. One person who I'm not, so my closest friends, at the worst of times knew that I could bail at any second. But there was this other group of friends and she said, you look fine to me. I was like, well,
thank you.
Only see
You look
me
fine
when I'm presentable, right? Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
go out when I'm feeling like, or she said, like, you look like you're feeling okay. Well, yeah, that's because I don't leave the house when I'm not feeling okay. Like there's a little bit of a connection there.
I can't believe someone would tell you that. I have been so lucky I'm sorry, but because I haven't heard that in such a long time. Like
Mhm.
this is,
My mom
anyways.
still says it to me.
Huh?
My mom still says it to me.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very big emphasis on looks or appearances with my family. So yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of
Mhm.
that. Like, you know, you don't look sick. Okay, you know, or there's also like I have a quite interesting array of neurodivergence as well. So the fact that they're not necessarily diagnosed doesn't mean it didn't come from somewhere, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
they I feel like they don't intentionally misunderstand, but they definitely have their own agenda and their own kind of hangups about me not being available, or they don't live near me anymore. They all moved to their own respective places. And everybody's doing great and everything. They're actually all in the States now. My parents are in Florida. And there's a lot of misunderstanding as to why I can't just drop my life and fly and be with them. So, and that has, you know, a lot to do with the chronic illness and not seeing a way to actually get through that, you know.
Mhm.
Travel
I
is
find
hard.
that a lot of it comes from miseducation. And I'm going to sound absolutely terrible right now, but I find that, you know, especially if they're in Florida, let's say that that is not like the best. I mean, no wonder why so many Canadians are fleeing Florida, because they just can't, you know, they're all trying to sell their condos and their apartment because they're like, we can't live here anymore. It's just like people are
Mhm.
just believing all kind of crazy shits and getting, anyways, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I find that also comes with, well, for me, I mean, education also influences culture. So, you know, and if there's a lack of
Mhm.
education, anyways, I could go on and on about the
I,
importance
f-
of
I,
education, but
Oh,
I,
same.
I'm finding it fascinating, Jay. I have my left optic nerve atrophied at the chiasm. Um,
Oh, wow.
so you know, everybody, your little eyeballs are these little nerves, and they cross. The nerves cross, and where it crosses, it's called the chiasm. And my optic nerve, when I was in my late 20s, they believe that's when it may have happened, and I was going through a very difficult divorce. I started seeing floaters. I didn't realize I was having migraines in the back of my eyes. I started seeing auras and vomiting. And, you know, then I would find out it had destroyed my eye. So interesting. And you have the same lenses. That's amazing.
Yeah. I have had a lot of head trauma. Unfortunately,
Mm.
life comes with a lot of trauma.
Hmm.
So I believe that injury probably happened in one of those episodes. And
Mm.
the unfortunate thing, as you probably know, Beth, there's nothing anybody can really do to regrow that or to
Right.
try to make it any better. So it, you know,
Yeah.
just
I just have no,
out.
I have no visual field in
Oh,
this eye.
Beth, are
I've
we the
lost,
same person? Like
I've
every time
lost
yes.
all my visual field in this eye, and part of it in this one, but
Yeah.
not so much. But yeah, interesting. Yes.
Yep. Yeah,
I,
I can't really see over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess a good question then for all of us in this, because I know I could answer it myself, but is, have you noticed your eyes? And I'm not saying there's any connection, but this is just from like my own personal experiences. Have you noticed that your eyes have gotten worse, or that flares coincide specifically with eye related issues more so at times than other things?
That's interesting, Nick.
Because
Jay?
I've had eye surgery twice since
Mm.
they found holes in both my retinas. I think it was two on my right, one on my left, and then recently they found two more that they're not as concerned about on my right, which could lead to retinal detachment and those sorts of things. And I never had eye issues. Like I had 20/20 vision.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Then 20/20 vision up until a couple years ago. And I know that eyes degrade over time, just like the rest of our body. But from your experiences, has it felt faster maybe than you would have, or more aggressive at times than you would have thought?
Mm-hmm. For me, yes.
I would say, yeah. I mean, that it's an interesting thing to think about because
Mm-hmm. It is.
even with the glasses help sometimes. It's especially if I'm in a flare or something, sometimes it's like I want to just take off my glasses and just kind of exist, without it, because it makes it worse. So yeah, I would probably say that there is a correlation there for sure.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
for some people. For me, my eyes got really, I lost my eyesight my freshman year of college, when back in the days when dinosaurs roamed the earth, we had these packets of very bad photocopies of newspapers from like 1920. And so my eyesight, and then, got bad and then got worse. Never had like 2 consecutive eye exams where I was stable. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then now that I'm old, it's getting better and better. Like it's reversing. Like I was up to like -5 and -6, and now it's like barely a -4. So like but at one time I tried to put on false eyelashes because I was feeling like, oh, that might make me look younger. And I must have poked myself in the eye. And I ended up with one eye dilated and the other one not. And I called the doctor. I'm like, is this a problem? They're like, get thee to the emergent, go to the ophthalmologist now. And they were like, go to the emergency room now. And I was at the emergency room and they're like, well, we need to do an MRI, but we don't have any. This is Friday. We don't have any here. So we'll admit you till Monday. I was like, no. I'm not going to stay in the hospital for 3 nights because you don't have the equipment. So they moved me to the city hospital at midnight on a Friday night. But they were afraid I was going to have a stroke. And then finally they're like, oh, we think you poked yourself in the eye. But for a long time, they're like, and I was sitting in the waiting room. I was like, dudes, if you think I'm going to stroke out, can we like move faster?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It's just, sometimes if you don't, I'm just, we're so all different, but at the same time, when you have same symptoms and, it's sometimes you're like, oh, it does that for you too. Because, I don't know anyone, and I'm going to tell you, in my immediate surroundings that has fibro. And, and what I'm saying, my like either friends or family members or even like friends of friends, like I'll hear like maybe there is my daughter's friends from school's aunt who I don't know. Oh, she has fibro, So you're trying to describe it. It's like, oh, that, and they're like, oh, well, that tells me something. But when you're going through a chronic illness, that's not necessarily, but it is known, but if it's not, you're not talking about it with someone who doesn't have it, then they don't know what it's like every day. You know what you just described, Beth, about like I have a friend that I was looking to, see for a long time. And it's like the morning, now I tell her like right the day before, like, okay, I've done a lot, I felt, I'm not sure, I'm tired. So I'll tell you tomorrow morning, but I might have to cancel, and I'm letting you know. Can you imagine? Like I'm letting you know in advance. I might have to cancel depending if I wake up and I'm burning up, So it's try to explain that to someone who doesn't have fibro, and they're like, yeah, but why can't you make an effort? Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're thinking. They won't say it to my face, but
I think they think it's a reason that that you're looking for an excuse to cancel.
Yeah, and it's
that's
like,
never it.
Do you want to drive my car? And while I'm having a hard time focusing, and and I have to actually take some medication that's going to help me sleep, and I just can't drive now, because it's not responsible. So it's like, oh, just,
Yeah. For a while, I had friends who knew that I might cancel at any moment, and that was great. But I also felt guilty because I had chronic migraines and chronic fatigue, and one of them had stage 4 lung cancer. So I'm like, well, that's like, I met her when Benji was in kindergarten. And he just finished 12th grade. So what is that? 13 years ago. And she told me I was just diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. They don't know whether I have 3 months or 3 years. It is 12 years later, but she was in my small group of friends. So I'm thinking like, okay, migraines that sort of, can be managed with medicine, and fatigue is like, and stage 4 lung cancer. Like, that's kind of like, I felt bad saying I feel like crap, because she has so much more energy than I do. And they found meds for her. She was in, clinical trials. She's still doing great. And also it moved to her brain. So she had brain cancer too. And then, so I was like, I feel really bad telling these people that I don't feel very good, because I'm not dying. I mean, we're all dying, but still, right.
But it's not
Still.
I don't know, it's not a hierarchy, like your stuff is not better or worse or bigger or smaller than anybody else's. And I mean,
it's not a competition. That's
yeah,
it.
It's not. And there's no, like, the finish line. Where's the finish line if you're competing, about something like that?
Yeah.
But I understand that, though. I really do. My mom went through breast cancer, and it was also kind of like, I need to pack away my stuff and be here.
Right.
Was, impossible because my mom had cancer, So it's, I think that we're a little bit too hard on ourselves when it comes to communicating our suffering, when those around us aren't. They're not. They're not higher or lower, right? Like, yeah.
I just
It's also.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
We're also in the no, thanks. We're also in this weird group of not weird group. We're in this group of people that everyone can become a part of. Like I said it yesterday, there's only really 2 type of people out there. There are those who have disabilities and those who are not yet disabled. Like, you're not yet disabled because you either haven't been injured, you haven't aged, or you're just fucking lucky. And that being said, the first group of people who are disabled is, you can join us at any moment. And so you have to think about what impacts folks with disabilities and go ask them about it. Or else, when it comes time to you having a disability too, temporary or permanent, you're fucked. And it's interesting how little people see that in like just that binary spectrum. Like, it's very black and white in this one. It's very binary. It's either yes or no. You have a disability or you don't, and there's no middle ground. And like, how have you, Jay, maybe to bring out some of your experiences on this, how have you found like friends groups that can help you balance that of like, or have you searched out friends groups, or how have you made new connections where you can actually balance that, where you don't feel guilt or aren't guilted by those around you to do more than you can?
This is not going to sound very healthy, but I literally haven't. I don't have friends groups. I don't have friends. My best friend lives in New Brunswick. She's a military wife that landed there and is actually a funeral director. So we've met once, and that was last year in 20 years of being best friends. So I generally volunteer for things. That's how I do a lot of my socialization. my child was a national athlete in school, so I was very involved in putting on Canadian national events and BC events and local events. And not to say I don't have people out there that care about us, care about me. I definitely am kind of part of another family. My daughter has a long-term boyfriend who we kind of are. They used to be swim family as well, so we're both kind of do the thing. But I don't. I literally have nobody, which I would not recommend. Please go out, find your group. But that's part of the reason I'm on Substack at this point. I was a gamer, and when I lost the ability to use my dominant arm, I've had several surgeries on it, and a lot of peripheral neuropathy and whatnot. I actually had a bone cyst in one of my fingers that was so big that I was officiating and pushed a chair in and my finger shattered. So I kind of was a little bit lost for a little while what to do. And I have always loved to write. I have always enjoyed connecting with people. So I joined Substack and thought, hey, I'll write for myself. No one will see me. And then I just got really happy about coming to lives and like these small little interactions with people. And so my fingers are crossed that that group, that those people that will accept me and embrace me are still out there,
That is great.
100%. 100%.
I also want to say, I think with the age that we're in terms of where we are with technology, where we are with communication practices, I don't think you have to ever meet in person to be good friends with someone. Like I've built this friendship with these three other wonderful individuals, and I've never met them in person. And I don't know if at least in the near term, I don't know when I will. But that doesn't bother me at all. Like we're using, I think, social media for what it could have always been, which is a platform for community and a platform where we can grow together and hear each other's stories and commiserate. And I saw some of the comments in the chat, and I've been following along with the chat with all of you. Thank you for, again, as always, your wonderful comments, everyone.
Absolutely.
And your incredible community. But I saw a comment about and I appreciate the comment. It's a tough subject today. There's not a lot of sunshine and rainbows right now in this conversation. It's a hard day right now. And it's also really good to bring positivity and joy for ourselves, because that's something that keeps us going forward. Like having that positivity and finding these connections and finding the good where we can is a superpower we have to maintain. Like getting out of bed some mornings is the win. And I take that as a win. Like I get out of bed. I didn't want to get out of bed today. I'll say this. Like today, I did not want to get out of bed. I do not feel very good. It has been a rough start to my day. I've been sitting here pressing on one of the nerve points in my legs so that it would stop.
I see you, friend.
And I'm sure you guys have all seen my face. I'm not terribly comfortable today, but I wanted to make sure we had our morning discussion because it brings me joy to come here. And even when we have these tougher conversations, at least I know I'm not alone. I have friends who commiserate with me, who don't ask more of me than is needed, and know that when I say I can't do it, they pick up where they can. And if they can't do it, I pick up where I can, or we all just go, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And understand. And Jay, so I want to maybe give you a little sunshine on that. Is I think you do have really good friends. And I think it seems like you have made people who understand you, even if you've never met them. And for everyone in the chat too, we're always going to end on positivity here. We always with our meditation. because that brings joy and just fun. And today's meditation is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yes.
Beth has claimed it's not really a meditation, but it's also really exciting and fun. So I'm excited. I haven't listened to it myself. I never do until we actually get to the live because I love hearing them for the first time.
You're so brave.
I know. I'm really brave about these ones.
I always rush to listen to them right away when she sends it.
I wait like Nick does. So
I send them out just in case somebody wants to check me and go, really bad? Really?
I love it because I'm like, I listen to it. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And every time I'm like, this is really good. This is really good. I love this. And I'm going to try and
quickly.
I'm going to try and make it through the whole. Oh, sorry, real quick. I'm going to try and make it through the whole day because I have a video interview or audio interview tonight recording that will get released not right away with the Disability Community for Democracy with Naida Green. And I'm really excited.
She's here in the chat. Yeah.
She's here in the chat. She's amazing. Everyone needs to support and follow Naida and the Disability Community for Democracy. Nothing about us without us. Like she's an amazing human being and is doing so much for bringing awareness and opening up and building bridges with the disability community. And I'm so thankful that I've gotten to meet her. And I'm so excited to get to talk to her as a veteran about vet-related issues too, and disabilities and how we can be a community. So I think we find our community. Soso, I interrupted your interrupt.
That is
Emotional support Canadian. What do you have to say, my friend?
Well, this is not
Hold
what
on.
I wanted to
Let me
say,
mirror
but
your camera. There you go.
Oh, I know what you got.
Look what I got in the mail yesterday. Okay, wait. Where is it?
No,
Bring it in front of your face.
Yep, you got it.
Now lift up just a little bit. There we go. Cobra Chicken Division.
Emotional support Canadian. Cobra Chicken Division.
Please someone explain where the Cobra Chicken Division comes from.
Courtney calls
them Cobra Chickens.
Cobra Chickens. They're aggressive, she says, but I love them.
They're so fun.
What? Wait. Back. What are Cobra chickens that are? What are we?
Canadian geese.
Canadian geese.
Oh yeah,
when they get aggressive,
they're evil.
They're evil.
They're not as evil as emus.
So
I heard a story in our chat about a four-legged emu. I'm going to need to confirm to know more. We also have a moose mug. We have an emotional support person, Canadian support person, moose mug. I was going to ask if Beth wanted to do maybe another one of variant of that one that is the emotional support Canadian and do a play on words.
My God, yes.
That's great.
Because we should mention that Beth does all the graphic design.
Beth does all the merch designs. She's amazing.
Yeah. we just
come up with
sometimes ideas.
I just
take
have a
time
silly
for life.
soul.
Look at this one.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Hold it. Time for life.
Beautiful.
I will buy all the stuff when I move. Wow! Yay.
Jay, you were gonna say something.
Sorry, I
was just gonna say that I'm not watching the chat. Sorry, I'm just not very skilled at this yet, which is great to practice and get to be out here and doing this, even though I don't know. But I just wanted to say that my social situation is not necessarily a sad point in my life. I've actually been realizing that, for me at least, that isn't it's something that society has put on me, that I have to have this big circle of friends, or I need to be seeking out popularity or whatever. And there's a freedom in being no, I'm unencumbered, and I am in a wonderful position to find great new people out there, So I just wanted to make that comment in case anybody had felt like maybe that was a little bit negative. I do, and I say that because I do actually tend to go that direction with my language. I'm trying to make sure that I'm clear and make sure that I am communicating properly about what I'm actually trying to say. Obviously, I don't have a lot of opportunity to talk to. I used to say adults, but my kid is now an adult, which is just like so weird.
I'm right there with you. Mine flew the nest today.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's a big day for
It's a big
her.
day. Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, no, I'm lucky because mine is staying close by. So while she's out there in the world, she's also coming home to me most nights. So that's great. But you know, that transition after that, you know, I also am going into perimenopause. So a lot of my symptoms and everything are changing and starting to like figure out, you know, how I'm living and stuff. So right now, like, I'm so thankful for you guys. Not just because you had me on, but because you were out there talking about this stuff and like normalizing, you know, just humans being humans out here and not putting on a production or being like the message or, you know, whatever. Like I always appreciate when Nick reads some of my comments or my questions because, you know, it makes me feel seen and it's so that like, oh, these people are so genuine, you know, all of you. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to just express some gratitude and thank you all for what you do and for getting the word out, you know, that like chronically ill people are just people. And
Yeah.
And we all want to do something good. You know what I mean? It's not, I mean,
Yes.
we all strive to just be better humans and also just have, you know, I mean, a good life. Like everyone wants that. And then that is absolutely normal. You know, we should all, yeah, help each other towards that goal.
I'm sorry.
No, Steph, go ahead.
No,
Beth,
I just
Beth.
wanted to say, and then I'll be quick, Beth.
No.
That there we don't have this toxic positivity like everything's gonna be great all the time. No,
Right.
but I think that the relationships are positive. They're like, okay, it sucks right now, but I'm here with you. I'm sending you hugs. We will get through this together. And
Yes.
and I think that's ultimately far more positive than toxic positivity.
Yes. Yes. And I love, Jay, that you painted rocks.
Oh yes, show us your rock.
I just want to see some of the rocks that
That brought me so much joy. You don't even know.
yes,
Because I always say if I could touch one person, then I've done it. Right?
yeah.
So that was awesome. Feels.
Yeah, I took the time and I went out and I very meticulously picked some rocks and I painted them and wrote some things on them. Which yeah, I don't know if you want to.
Oh, I'd love for you to show them.
Around.
Off.
Yes.
I'm gonna mirror you so it's forward, and then I'm gonna maximize you.
There we go.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then I did this one that says, "You are a work of art." I don't know.
That's love. I love that.
Love
Oh,
it.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, the other ones, the contrast is not great, so I'm not going to show you. But yeah, so you inspired me, Beth. So thank you.
Well, I love the fact that you have tattoos too. So I'm like, I'm trying to see what your tattoo is.
Yes.
I think this is a good point where we could say pause for a moment.
Yes.
And do
Pause.
a meditation today. As I introduce our meditation of pause for a moment. And so everyone, again, as always, thank you so much for being with us today and being part of our community and being yourselves in the chat and discussing and being welcoming to folks and being understanding with each other. That's really what this space is for all of us to be human and to get out some of the hurt that we have and commiserate with each other, and also find our ways to feel better, and how we do it together or how we do it on our own. So thank you everyone for being here with us. It means the world to me that that every one of you all come back and continue to be a part of the conversation. Jay, thank you so much for being with us today. And my three friends, thank you all for being here with me. I love all of you, and I love the audience, and thank you all for the love and support you give. So let's pause for a moment and have a wonderful meditation this morning, and then we'll see y'all on the flip side in about 4.5 minutes today. So
this is
a little bit
special.
longer. This one's special. Make sure you keep your eyes open today, because you will all love and enjoy this. And thank you again to Beth for putting together these wonderful meditations for us every week. You're amazing. And everyone in the chat, thank you all. Have a great day and week, and we'll be back on the flip side here. So enjoy your meditation for the morning.
Pause for a moment with me and take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out. One more deep breath in and exhale out. Some of our closest family members are not human, although that may be up for debate. They are our ride or die buddies, ready to ride shotgun at a moment's notice. They tug at our hearts with those eyes that make you want to say yes to that only one more treat that turns into 5. They love unconditionally and leave us staring at them while they sleep, begging for us to add them to our other 56,274 pet pics already in our cell phones. They are equipped with pre-installed mind control software. I will die on a hill believing that this is where George Lucas came up with the idea for Yoda. There is no longer room for you on the sofa, and you don't even care. In fact, in our minds, this is epic photo shit. Humans are easily groomed into becoming pet owners. We are captivated by the way they violently shred feathers, and then are surprised that they grow up and leave you wondering what the odds are that you will be taken out either by murder mittens or the death stare. We open our hearts and are willing to give over our morning cup of joe, even though they have no concept of how badly our bodies need this substance to survive. Still, we share. Your cat exploring the Christmas tree and knocking down the ornaments? We are conditioned to grab the camera and take pics of the holiday tree carnage. Your cat is climbing your flat screen like it's a leopard in sub-Saharan Africa, and you recognize it's now their tree tower. They are charming and will steal your heart with one look, especially if they are snuggling a stuffed toy. It is a rule that you are required to take a pic and tell at least one person how dang adorable your pet is when doing anything that you perceive as next level cuteness. This is especially important if you come across 2 pets sharing the same space. This must be documented and shared accordingly, far and wide. Whether our pets quietly ponder the next unliving of a rubber band or twisty tie, or calculating the speed that gravity will pull down the next item they knock off the shelf, we do not feel worthy in their presence. We are unable to look away from that adorable face, and then suddenly the mind control kicks in. We then find ourselves paying to bring home a creature that relieves itself in a box that we scoop out. or a pet that has to be taken outside, or we pick up the treasure and carry it around in a bag, visible, of course, so that our neighbors with the ring cams know for certain that it wasn't our fur baby that is crapping on the sidewalk and walking away. At the end of the day, at the end of our pocketbooks, we pause and have it all.
I need your love, I need your time. When everything's wrong, you make it right. I feel so high, I come alive. I need to be free with you tonight. I need you.
That was so wonderful.
That was.
That was so wonderful. And I have not posted this week's meditation yet on our on Sick of This Shit publications. I'm also behind on last week's meditation, but I will have both of those out. And for everyone who submitted pictures to the meditation, check your emails. I will be adding you as guest authors for the post, because you guys are amazing. You all are amazing. And your pets are wonderful. And your pets are amazing. And that brought me a lot of joy. That brought a lot of smiles. I really needed that.
I'm glad.
We've lost Jay from the screen for a moment, but I'm going to say it anyways, is please go support Jay. Go subscribe to her, follow her. I know she hasn't asked for it, but go become a supporter of hers and help bring her further into our community, and build friendships with each other, and reach out.
Give her some love.
Give her some love. Give yourself some love. Just be a good person, better human today a little bit. And Jay, thank you so much for being with us and being a part of this wonderful conversation today. And when we get you back here, if you're able to come back on screen, I'll have you talk about yourself. But while we're doing this, I'm gonna switch it over to Doc Steph with her Freedom Over Fascism and all of her amazing support, and love everything that Steph does. Steph, promote yourself, my friend. And congratulations, I guess, on being an empty nester. If it's a congratulations.
No, it's still kind of sad. There's a song that they played at high school graduation that's like, fly away, little bird, but don't forget that there's eagles out there. But it's great for those of us that are still in the nest to grow old. It's just like making me. So, I'll be going through some stuff. But Freedom Over Fascism, which is on the great hiatus until I get settled in my new state. But I talked to a lot of people about where we are in the present moment, in the context and history, and all the things that kind of underlie the present moment. So I have tons of back conversations, and they're all evergreen. So please go listen and support if you can. And otherwise, I am both. Kid getting out, moving, house on market, all the things at the same time. It's good. It's great.
Love it. And we're going to get Jay back here in a minute. She's just refreshing her screen. So there she is. There you go. There she is. She's back. Jay, we're going to switch back to your QR code here that I pulled up for you. Is promote yourself and what you're doing here and where people can find you.
You can find me, JC Porter. I am writing about a lot of different things, including the experience of being disabled and in the world. So, come check me out. I'm always looking for community, and I welcome everybody's selves 100%. So.
Wonderful.
I'm in the background clicking on some screens here. Just give me a second.
I have a background in academia, so I have I started by writing a lot about development and how like cognitive development of our children, and my population in school, in graduate school, was teens. So I talk a lot about, I have a counseling practice on the side because I just do too much, and I'm a trauma informed therapist. So a lot of my stuff is kind of the intersection of of all that. And then of course, if you follow me, you'll see that I rage a little bit about being a woman and a disabled person in society, because I think we're all kind of experiencing a little bit of that, screaming.
Yes.
But anyway, so that's kind of where I've been writing so far, but we'll see where I go.
Love
Thank
that.
you so much
Love
for
that.
having me. This was
Yeah,
a
thanks
Love
for
it.
being with us. And
hour.
I'm glad you mentioned that about the what you do on the side and your trauma-informed therapy and what you do there. Is I think my mom would find you a really interesting person to talk with, who is also in our chat normally.
She was here today.
She is here today, as far as I
Mhm.
know. I saw her come in. She tells me afterwards she loves being part of the discussions. But I think my mom would be a really great person for more of us to start talking to. Oh, partially because I love my mom and I think she's amazing, but also because she's a child developmental retired school psychologist and a child developmental psychologist in many ways, as she developed my childhood. There she is. She's here. So
I'm here.
we'll
Grammy.
have you. Maybe we'll do a dual one
Grammy.
where you can get some folks together, and I can introduce my mom to the folks who are also in this field of study and who have lived it and experienced it and are part of the trauma community, the chronically disabled community, and what these types of things do impact us, but also how we can pass on better, more human first traits to our kids and other kids. And so I would love to introduce the two of you at some point. I think that would be a fun conversation. So Jay, thank you again for being here with us. This has been so wonderful. Such a wonderful discussion today.
I'm so glad.
And so I'm going to switch over to yours here as we continue going through our group list. So promote yourself and what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm not very good at promoting myself, and I can tell because I think being a person that's part-time on Substack also, I'm saying part-time because I just do a lot of things on the side at home. I am short of getting eventually to 1,000 subscriber, which is, I don't know for why when I was a student, I was into numbers. Like I wanted to get a grade A's and plus all the time. So for me, somehow this is like a validation of my self-esteem. So please subscribe to me. You can become a not a paid, a free subscriber. I take all free subscribers. But honestly, I don't know. I've just been on Substack to try to, find my voice, find my place in the world. I just want to live in the world and I want to be happy. And I think that a lot of us with fibromyalgia are people who are caring too much. And we do have a pattern of worrying about others, worrying if, we're enough. And I'm trying to find my balance between this chronic illness and also finding that I have a place in the world. And also I am fortunate to be able to sometimes go into beautiful things. So I do and I love singing. So yeah, I'm just like this free electron who's just babbling on Substack, where I've met wonderful friends. So that's it. Thank you guys. And thank you in the community. You're all awesome. I'm seeing in the chat. It's amazing how people share. And I think that's great. Thank you, Nick. I mean, people said in the chat that, you are a wonderful person that brought us together. And it's true. You said, hey, Soso, let's go on. Let's do a podcast about chronically ill. And you were just like, you brought it together. Yeah. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Sorry for the screaming in the background. I got kids and they're making velociraptor sounds. Hey, oh, that's a cry. That's not a good sound. I'll be right back while Beth promotes herself. Oh, it's his turn.
Oh, look
Take
at
it
him
away.
with the old QR code. It's become funny. I really just love being here. I love starting my day with these people and sharing stories and shares and support and love. And everybody in the chat is so supportive. I'm continuing my writing. I had hoped to have chapter 4 out last week, but unfortunately life and I had a flare. So hopefully that's the goal for this week. And you're just learning to switch gears and just move the way that I can. So I would love for you to support me. I love doing these meditations and fun things. I love free subscribers. Come see me.
Yes, go see
There you
Beth.
go.
And hopefully
see
this Wednesday, Beth, it'll be time for life.
Yeah, and thank you for those words from our Canadian support Cobra Chicken division here. We appreciate you, Soso. Go ahead, Mr. Nick.
Thanks. Sorry, we'll cut this short here real quick so I can go help take care of my son. Come support us here at Sick of the Shit Publications. Support the work I'm doing here in the chronic illness discussions and the community that I'm hopefully, and from the sounds of it, as everybody keeps reminding me, is that we are creating and that we're really and building and expanding.
Yes.
And I love that you're all part of it. So please come support Sick of the Shit Publications, free or paid, is really helpful. We do, as you can have seen throughout, we do have a shop with our emotional support Canadian stuff. We have Chronically Illing Out merch, and we have Notes of the Week, Intelligent Masculinity, Time for Life. We've got journals on there now, which are beautiful. Again, Beth does all the incredible artwork. And the journals
Lift
are really
Others
fun.
collection. The Lift Others collection. There will be more journals coming up this week.
So
yay.
Please come if you can support free. If you can't be paid, be free. Either way, it doesn't matter. But the big thing is spread. Come be with one of us. One of us is come be one of us. All of us. And
we're a chronically illing out quote.
and share, do all the social media things that we have to do so that we can get the message out and into the algorithm. And there's a lot of really cool stuff that I'm working on that is coming out soon that I keep telling you all about. And Courtney and Beth can tell you that it is very close to being tested and demoed by more than just me. And I think it's going to be really helpful for us in our space. And maybe it can create a new space that is ours, that isn't owned by people outside of us, and is our community. So please come support us here. And then I'm going to leave us as we roll out of here. I'm going to leave us on a image because I didn't upload any pictures to to Beth for the meditation.
He was busy.
It was a very busy weekend.
It was.
But it was a very good weekend overall for a lot of things. Spent a lot of time with the kids and my family. So I was very happy
more
to
important.
be able to do that. Yeah, which really is the most important thing.
It is.
That I could have done. But I'm trying to find a picture. I have to go back a little bit. Sorry, everyone, as we sit here for just a moment. I said I had to go
I felt awfully awkward asking for snack pictures from my co-host. Could you?
Well, you don't have to feel awkward because assuming I can find it, there's a really pretty snake picture that I wanted to leave us on because he gave us let me put this guy up. This is not a snack picture, but this is my baby. This is one of my babies.
Oh, la, la.
That's Kilo.
Oh my gosh.
That was on his way home after we picked him up from, we got him back from a friend in Washington State and this was when my wife brought him home. And he was so happy to be back with us.
Look at that
And
smile.
Cute.
Oh.
What a face.
he's such a pretty boy.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he's my little shadow, and he follows me around. And ooh, there it is. And I'll leave you guys on this one. That was the easier way to find it. I actually just had to search snake in my photo list, and it popped up all the snake pictures. So everyone, I want to give you all a wonderful send off with a heart snake. Bucky, the Slither Soldier Barnes, giving you all a heart and a goodbye as we chronically ill out for the week, and we have a wonderful week together. And we will be back next week, as always, for another chronically illing out discussion. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. Thank you for being a part of it. And we're
Thank
done
you.
being sick of this shit. So we're doing this shit.
Doing this shit.
Have a great one, y'all. Love to everyone in the audience.